we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live on the road, the best steam sandwich of the Tri-Cities, bar none. Yeah, Port Travis Deli, here we are. If you don't have lunch plans, come by and have lunch with us. You can sit back here behind us and eat. Got the tables back here, got the soda fountain machine back here, or you can get it to go. Either way you want to do it. Call your order in if you want to. They do it all the time. 543-6128 is the number to call. And again, we're here. Love coming here. The best steam sandwiches, as I said over and over when I do this show. I've been to the other ones to see what they really have, and they don't have what you need. You got it right here again. Port Travis Deli. How many different sandwiches? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 different sandwiches, and the most you'll pay for any of them is $9 for a loaded up sandwich. Reuben and cheese, they all come with cheese, ham, turkey, corned beef, Reuben, pastrami, steak, roast beef, just a regular cheese sandwich, a BLT. Gonna be hot out there today. A good old summertime, springtime, summertime sandwich, a good old southern thing. Bacon, lettuce, and tomato BLT. Pepperoni and cheese, a meatball sub, can't go wrong with those. Or a cold sub, poor boy sub, or a little poor boy sub. Rich will be here in a minute talking about all those. So, plus you got 2 salads to choose from. Got all the chips you want. You've got 10 cases full of drinks of everything conceivable that you would want. And so it's all right here again at Port Travis Deli. 543-6128 is the number to call. We got lots to cover. My boys last night did not get it done. The San Antonio Spurs losing Game 1 in San Antonio against the Knickerbockers. So now they play Game 2 tomorrow night. And San Antonio, they got to win this one. Axel Steins shines. He's here. Oh, yeah, the summer road trip. He's in the house. He follows me everywhere we go. He is my man. Wherever I go, he goes. So he's here. We'll have him on the show here in a few minutes. Countdown to Cyclone football, 78 days, 7 hours, and 46 minutes. Coach Whitten's scheduled to be with us here in a little while. Talk about the obvious. Got some junior Cyclone sign-ups. Got some, see what's going on with football. The football team right now, I'm sure they're going through, I know they are, going through summer workouts and weight training. We'll let him tell you about that. He's scheduled to be with us. Also, the brand new softball coach at Elizabethton High School. Yep, Maggie Tolley is coming to be with us. Formerly Maggie Johnson, played at Elizabethton, went on to play at Milligan. Now she's the head coach of the softball team. She'll be along, get her first look at what she's got to say about her team. And then also Joseph Taylor, JT, will be here in a little while. And then, of course, can you go wrong without Axel Stein shining? He'll be here in a little while, too. He's here. He and Papa Bear in here, so they didn't have as far to go this time. Yesterday we were at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City, but today Axel Stein shines right here in Elizabethton at Port Travis Deli, where we are. All right, let's get it going. Let's go with the national anthem. We always start our show with that, and the verse of the day. Greatest country in the world, of course. We say that because we believe that. Here are the Kingdom Heirs out of Dollywood. To get it started, they were gracious enough to record this, the official Southern Gospel group of Dollywood, and here they are, the Kingdom Heirs, on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
1, 2. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
Big supporters in this show, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. And of course, they got camps going on right now. You see fcacamps.org. So they got, I think it's a wrestling camp this week. They got them all over the place. And we're working with Mike Clowney in Johnson City. And of course, now Coach Presnell is the new FCA director in Carter County. And we're excited about that. All right, so last night, game one, I sat here and said they're going to, and they still can, but they did not play well last night. Well, they did, but they didn't. San Antonio, the Knicks beat them last night in San Antonio. And so the Spurs blow a 14-point lead in the third quarter, losing it by 10, 105-95. So game two tomorrow night. Knicks 12 straight playoff win. And so it's kind of the formula they do. They fall behind, get to within striking distance, and then let Bronson, who had another great game, Jalen Bronson, he had 31 points? Yeah, 30 points. 13 of those in the fourth quarter. So they let him get going, and he got going. And the rest, as they say, is history. And so Wemby says, didn't have a good game. Game two will be different tomorrow night in San Antonio. Wemby, 26 points, 12 rebounds, 3 blocks. Only the fourth player since blocks became official back in 1974 to have that kind of numbers. He joined Shaquille O'Neal, Hakeem Olajuwon, and Elvin Hayes. Pretty good company. So San Antonio losing an NBA Finals opener for the first time in 7 appearances. So the Knicks can go into game two with a lot of confidence because they didn't shoot well. They only shot 41% from the field, only 30% from three-point range. They held San Antonio to a 2 for 19 shooting from three-point range in the second half. So they win it. Game two tomorrow night in the NBA Finals, and that'll be, as we said, game two tomorrow night in San Antonio. All right, College World Series for the ladies. Texas, 1 win away from going back-to-back national championships. They beat Texas Tech last night 7-3 in game one of the championship series. Game two tonight, rather. Game three tomorrow night if need be. It's a best of 3. And so they win it last night 7-3. So the Lady Longhorns trying to go back-to-back in the national championship of softball. Baseball starts tomorrow, the Super Regionals. We got those for you right here. And let's see. Yep, here we go right here. We're here live again at Poor Trav's Deli. Already busy. I love it. Got some folks in from Unaka. Got some Unaka Ranger ball caps on. We love it. They come in from all over the place. Come in from Johnson City. Come in from North Carolina. They come in from all over the place to get a sandwich. As my little brother used to say, he couldn't talk plain until he grew up. A sandwich from Poor Trav's Deli. So, hello, William Welch. How you doing? All right, so here's the Super Regionals, best of 3. You got them playing tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then the other side, the other 8 games, or other 4 games rather, will be Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So tomorrow in Morgantown, West Virginia, number 16, West Virginia, Cal Poly. Tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, that'll be at noon tomorrow. Tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, you've got Auburn hosting Ole Miss out of the Southeastern Conference, obviously. You have, hello, ladies. How you doing? Chapel Hill, you've got Southern Cal, number 5, North Carolina, tomorrow at 3 o'clock. And then at 5 o'clock tomorrow, Troy, Alabama, hosting a regional. So you've got Troy hosting Little Rock, 2 unranked teams. So let's see if we can do this chronologically. Noon, West Virginia and Cal Poly. 3 o'clock, North Carolina and Southern Cal. 5 o'clock, Little Rock and Troy. And then at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, Ole Miss and Auburn. All those on either ESPN or ESPN2. So there you go. And now on Saturday, let's give you the Saturday games too. On Saturday, opening round of the best of 3. From Lawrence, Kansas, will be 15th ranked Kansas and Oklahoma. Maybe the best one of the bunch, looks like on paper anyway. Number 3, Georgia. Number 14, Mississippi State on Saturday in Athens. They'll go Saturday, Sunday, Monday, the best of 3. In Austin, Texas, another good matchup. Number 11, Oregon. Number 6, Texas. And also on Saturday, the opening game in Tuscaloosa, 7th-ranked Crimson Tide, Alabama, hosting St. John's. So that's what's going on there in the Super Regionals. So what's going on here is we're live here at Poor Trav's Deli. Yeah, working our way through a Thursday, June the 5th? June the 4th. Hard to believe still. Hello, William Welch. How you doing, buddy? And so we're here. Those sandwiches, man, it's smelling good already. Goodness gracious. A couple of young ladies in there ordering. Got those 2 gents right over there from Unaka. Got some folks back here. Of course, Axel's here. We'll get him on in a minute. Richard wants to talk here in a few before he gets really crazy busy, so we're going to do that. Although, and we've got Miss Cheyenne she is over there waiting, taking care of folks. One of those track stars from Elizabeth works here. Well, she's not in school. And finished third in the state for the mixed, or the co-ed 4x400. It's pretty cool. Finished third in the state. All right, here we go. You look at the house salad and the chef salad. As Richard always says, get you a fistful of meat of your choice of ham, turkey, or roast beef, chef salad or house salad. Lettuce, cheese, tomatoes, croutons are homemade, awesome. 2 packs of salad dressing. Onions are optional for $7.49. That's the chef salad. The house salad, lettuce, cheese, tomatoes, croutons, 2 packs of salad dressing without the meat would be $6.29. And you get a salad. It's like, well, where's the lettuce? When you get the one with the meat on, it's like, where's the meat? It's there. They don't scrimp. They take care of you. Phone number to call in, 543-6128. 543-6128. All right, so coming up, we got some college sports to tell you about. College basketball game, Duke and Michigan. Going to be a biggie. Was going to be at Madison Square Garden. Not now. They're going to play it in a baseball stadium. Yep. And then the NC State football game that was going to be played in Brazil ain't going to be played in Brazil. It's interesting. We'll tell you all about it coming up next here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're back. We're ready to go. Andrew Lewis, Northeast Community Credit Union. Readers are winners. Year number 2. We're jacked up to do it again this year.
We're so excited.
Yep, we are excited. And so it's a chance for these kids at Eastside Elementary, Westside Elementary, and Harold McCormick Elementary win some cool prizes for reading. What's going on?
The first 9 weeks, we're going to be giving out those cool water bottles. Second 9 weeks, T-shirts.
T-shirts with a new design.
Absolutely. New color, all that fun stuff. The third 9 weeks, we're going to have a sweet new sticker. We'll get more into that later. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Whole point is readers are winners. Year number 2 at the 3 elementary schools in Elizabeth and City Schools. Thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union. They're paying for all this to their corporate sponsor, and we love them for doing that. The bottom line is leaders are readers, readers are winners. Year number 2, getting ready to get started up soon, like right now, right away, for all these youngsters, again, at Harold McCormick, Westside and Eastside Elementary. Big thanks to the Northeast Community Credit Union for partnering with us to do Readers Are Winners in Elizabeth and City Schools. Folks in Port Travis Deli, it's football time in Tennessee, as the late John Ward said. So Friday night, going to the ball game, come by and get your sandwiches. Tell us how you can help us.
Hey, just give us a call, 543-6128, and tell us what you like. White dark bread, we've got ham, turkey, roast beef, corned beef, pastrami, make a good steak sandwich. You want some chicken salad, some pickles and eggs. You know, if you just want a snack, some people just like to snack at the ball game, don't really want to eat a big meal. We can take care of that for you. We got chips and drinks if you want to pack your cooler or whatever. Got anything you need. Yep,
543-6128 is what you call, or the number you call, and he'll have it ready for you. So if you're heading to the game, how much time should we allow you to get them ready?
Usually about 10 to 15 minutes is a pretty good time.
Yep, 10 or 15 minutes.
10 to 15 minutes, we'll take care of you.
Yep, ready to go. 543-6128. Again, it will be an excellent, excellent opportunity to come by and get some great food.
Yep, love to serve you.
Love to serve you, absolutely. How do you find us on social media?
We got a Facebook page. You can look us up there, leave us some feedback, give us a like.
Yep. Friday night football, Saturday football, whenever you need sandwiches, here's the place to come. Port Travis Deli, 543-6128, one of our great sponsors here on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Wow. We go back down memory lane, Mick's in the house. He used to work at the trophy shop back in the day, many moons ago. So, in here getting him some lunch. Place is packed already. We love it. It's the best steam sandwich in town, in the Tri-Cities, bar none. All right, Duke Michigan game. Coach Whitten's on his way, by the way. Duke Michigan game that was supposed to be December 21st at Madison Square Garden, now going to be played at Marlin Stadium in Miami, in the football stadium. I would think the depth perception ain't going to be just totally crazy to go try and play a basketball game in a football stadium, but they're going to do it. You know why? It's all about the moolah. We'll tell you why here in a second. December 21st is the date. Contracts haven't been signed, but they say it's virtually a guaranteed lock. They're going to play this game in a Major League Baseball park in southeastern Florida. Why, you say? Number one, the weather. You hope there's not going to be rain. And it's going to be warm, in theory, in December in Miami. Amazon had signed a deal with Duke late April to say we're going to televise 3 games, UConn in Las Vegas, Gonzaga in Detroit, and this one, Michigan now is going to be Miami next season. Amazon said we're going to do this. Fox says, no, don't think so. Fox says we're paying big money for this, into the billions of dollars. In fact, over $1 billion for this game. So Fox says, no, I don't think so. So broadcast rights became the biggie, and it's because Fox said they got the rights to this, and so they're going to move it, and they are moving it. So it's not going to be in Madison Square Garden December the 21st. It's going to be, as we said, in Miami Marlins Stadium, an open-air baseball stadium, on December the 21st. So Michigan, the reigning national champ, Duke last season, #1 overall NCAA tournament seed, both loaded again, both preseason to win the whole thing. TV paying a lot of money for this. So over $1 billion each year. Schools get paid, the Big Ten gets paid. Fox says, no, we're going to go ahead and take control of this game, and they are. So the game has been moved from Madison Square Garden to the Marlins Stadium. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure, again, from a depth perception when you're out there shooting. You're in an open-air Major League Baseball park. You're going to have, obviously, a portable floor. And it's been done before, and so it'll be done again, obviously. But still, you think shooting the ball, well, Madison Square Garden's open-air gymnasium or arena, too, unlike a typical college arena. But anyway, Marlins Stadium's where it's going to be on December 21st, so RUB. All right, Stanley Cup coming up round 2 tonight on the ice in Carolina. The Hurricanes and the Montreal Canadiens. Yep, game 2 tonight. Of course, they went in, Vegas snuck in there and got one the other night. So here's an interesting stat. The teams that have won game 1 of the best of 7 have gone on to win 76% of the time. So on paper and in theory, the Vegas Golden Knights would win this one tonight. You don't want to be Carolina and head back to Vegas down 2-0. Golden Knights won all 4 game 1s of their 2026 postseason run. They're on a 7-game winning streak, franchise record. Hurricanes got to come off the mat and do it, and we'll see if they can tonight. Again, in Raleigh, home of the Hurricanes. I know Brandon Young and his wife, Dara, and they say this with a lot of pride. They say they're Caniacs, so they go nuts over the Carolina Hurricanes. So they're not happy, and they want a different result, and we'll see if they do. We got a lot of baseball to cover. Did you see what Shohei Ohtani did last night? God, the guy's unbelievable. We'll talk about that a little bit later in the show. I want to get this other story. Here it is. College football. They're going to play football in Brazil. They've canceled it. NC State of Virginia. They have decided for several reasons. I think probably more than anything, security. Things a little unrest right now in Brazil. So Athlete Advantage, who had put this game together, informed the ACC the event could not be conducted. So they're going to pull it back and bring it back to Charlottesville. So the Virginia Cavaliers and NC State that was going to play in Brazil are not going to play in Brazil because of security reasons. The 2 teams going to kick off college football in Ireland. In Ireland will be Pitt and Wisconsin. Arizona State and Kansas will clash in Wembley Stadium in London on September the 19th. So Brazil represents an untapped market, but because of security reasons, they're going to bring it back home, and they're not going to play that game. They're going to put it back in and make it. It's a game that counts in the ACC, but it's a game that will be in Charlottesville instead of Rio de Janeiro. Coach Witten's here in the house, our head football coach of the Elizabethton Cyclones. 78 days, 7 hours, 27 minutes to kick off. Science Hill comes to town, starts the season. We'll take a break. We'll get him on right after this from where we are. Poor Trav's Deli. We're broadcasting live here again on an absolute gorgeous day. It is warm. It's good out here, and it's summertime here. I saw lightning bugs last night in my backyard. Now you know it's summertime when the lightning bugs are out. We'll take a break. Coach Witten joins us coming up right after this from Poor Trav's Deli on show number 25 at 11, the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Buddy Richard Oakes, the Tom Taylor Sports Show. So, Poor Trav's Deli, good time to come in here, 543-6128, and get it to go. Tell us about it.
Yeah, call us up. Let us know what you like, and you won't have to stand in line or nothing like that. You know, it costs about 10, 15 minutes ahead, and you walk right in, and we'll say, hey, did you have a call in? And you grab it and go. Take you in and out.
Hot subs, none of the hot subs over $5.15. You couldn't go buy the goodies to put a sandwich together for that kind of money. Then you got the cold subs. You got a 12-inch, a 6-inch, and then a chicken salad. Sell a bunch of chicken salads so you can get the subs hot and get them cold. And, of course, chicken salad, get it right out the door and away you go, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I think cold cut subs are served cold, so you can bump the line that way too.
Yep. 543-6128. Tell me about your salads.
Salad, we take a tray and put a fistful of lettuce in it with some shredded cheese, your choice of ham, turkey, roast beef. We put some tomatoes, spicy onions, croutons, 2 packs of dressing. We have ranch, Thousand Island, honey mustard, and Italian.
5 racks of potato chips here, 10 cooler windows full of all kinds of soft drinks and Pepsi and Coca-Cola products, energy drinks, all you need. All you got to do is call in here. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 9, closed on Sunday. 543-6128. Pickled eggs. You got jalapenos, banana peppers, extra spicy onions. They can load it up with bacon. They can load it up any way you want it. Any of the sandwiches. Extra goodies, folks. Make it go. 543-6128. One of our great sponsors here on the show. We love coming here. Poor Trav's Deli, again, here in Elizabethton at 543-6128. Proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are live here on the road at Poor Trav's Deli. Mick, let's don't wait another 10 years to see you. Cassie Minton, you babysat her when she was a little girl? Yeah. And, Mick, you outpunted your coverage. I don't know how you got her, so I'm just telling you. Oh, yeah. Oh, Lord. I haven't seen him in 20 years. All right, I've seen this man a lot. We're going to see him a lot more because we are, let's see, let's go up here and tell you. I can tell you we are 78 days, 7 hours, and 24 minutes from being on the sideline Cyclone football against Science Hill. Good morning. How you doing?
Doing great, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, glad you came. Appreciate it. I know you're busy, and I appreciate you coming. So we got through spring practice, like per se. So what's the football team doing now?
Back in the weight room working, doing a little bit of install and got the guys in some summer conditioning. Obviously we got that new facility, so it's first time having a team setting, team environment. We've got guys coming in different times and different shifts and, watching a little bit of film on things, how it's kind of been done, teaching, and then obviously, pumping the weights. Our program's big on the weight room part. Football is such a long season, but it takes a toll on your body. So preparing our bodies for the season, doing a lot of work early in the morning, and then a few small position group things to kind of get them guys ready to go. So we are just finished our 6th day. We started last Thursday. Also, we got our school on Wednesday. Finished spring practice on the previous Tuesday. Started Thursday, Friday with the rising 9th graders. And then, obviously a full week this week. So it's gone well. Participation has been really good. Attendance has been there. Teaching guys how to work and developing their bodies and, trying to get each, not just what the team needs, but each individual kid needs and, just trying to work hard to make sure we're prepared for the upcoming season.
So periodically on the Cyclone Touchdown Club Facebook page, you'll see upgrades in weightlifting where the kid was here, and now he's went up to here, and improved.
Yeah.
So it's been big, hasn't it?
That's been big for our program is, where you started and then where you've made gains, and then not just the guys that have been in our program 4 years, but just the guys that have been in our program a year. Kids like Dylan Heading or Rylan Peters, Jeremiah Williams, Connor Kent. They're just starting their first off season in January. So where they started to where they've gone, the percentage of the weight that they've increased, it's kind of percentage based, but and then it's at 80% or 90%. It kind of gives you an idea of how far they've come in just a small time. And then it's a great reminder too of the weightlifting shirts that we've got this year is don't forget where you came from. So you got to constantly remind them how far they've come in a short period of time, and don't forget the work that they've put in, because it does take a lot of work. Weightlifting is a lot like its sport itself. It takes time to change your body, develop your body, and those are good signs. And so it's cool to see over a period of time, what guys have been able to kind of, how fast they've been able to increase. We had 3 kids this all season, Tom, squat over 500 pounds.
Wow.
William McDuffie, C.J. Mathis, and then Brendan Orlana. And then we had about 15 kids get their squat above 400 pounds, which is tremendous there. And then, and what I like, Tom, is since Thursday, first time we get our hands on the rising ninth graders, just how eager they are to get in there and get ready to work.
For those who don't lift weights, we say a squat. By definition, is that you put them on your weight?
Yeah, a barbell on your back,
and you
your
just go down and do
shoulders,
it.
and you go down and come up. So we do a lot of different variations, but explosion squats. We do velocity squats. We do resisted band explosions. There's a lot of things that we divide up in groups. Coach Holt's been a major part of that. At returning back into the classroom, giving up athletic director. So he's been a part of that. And then just what you've seen too, as you mentioned there, is just the resources we've been able to train these guys with. We've gotten
The best.
new bars, we've gotten new chains, we've got new bands, we've got these new squat bars we use, we got these new hex bars that they use. So we're constantly improving how we can give these guys the resource to take them to another level. And that as a coach is what you want to be able to do. You don't want to feel like you're handicapped to where you can only take these guys to a certain point. Now
Sky's the limit.
sky's the limit for, CJ can still get better. McDuffie can still get better. And, we've got the means to do that. And that's pretty cool to have that facility to work in each and every day.
All right, educate us some more out there for folks that they know football, don't know football. So if you can do squat 500 pounds, how's that going to help you in the game? Upper body strength, to be able to block?
Well, it's explosion. The ability to be in. To play sports, you got to be able to be in. And then it's all about how fast you can transfer that weight. So how fast you can move that bar, how fast you can get out of your stance. How fast can you close the space to make a tackle or make the block? How fast can C.J. McDuffie hit the hole, to gain the distance. So you're looking for an edge, and then I think the biggest thing that you create, Tom, is you're developing the inner self. So you're not just physically training the body, you're mentally training the mind. And so confidence is a big part of that. And so when those
100%.
guys leave, they should feel better and have a better self-confidence about the work they just put in, the preparation they put in, and hopefully that all translates to their specific sport. So that's really why you do it, is sport-specific, position-specific. A lot of that translations to, getting faster, getting stronger, getting more explosive. The older you get, the more you probably can handle. And then the next part of it is, everybody can go forward, but you got to be able to go lateral, and the ability to go lateral, change directions, change your speed, train single leg, single arm, football and sports, you're not always on 2 feet, you've got to be able to work both your feet. And so we do a lot of those things, through our period. So, we've had a lot of guys in the off season. Some of the new guys that we've got this summer, they're learning quickly, moving as fast as you can. But ultimately, too, if you're going to be successful in sports, you got to be injury prevention. And that's a big part of what we do is try to keep guys as healthy as possible so they can complete the season.
So it's almost, when they come in ninth grade, it's almost like the butterfly, the cocoon. You got them, here's the cocoon, and by the time they graduate, they get stronger, but up here they get more confidence too because they're believing themselves, because they're looking like, gosh, I went from here to here lifting weights, so they feel good about themselves.
Yeah, they do. And, you're trying to take a transformation of the old you to a new you, and then
Good point.
preparation's all about hard work. If you've done that specific drill, or you've done that specific exercise, you're trying to master it, so then you can go. That's where you're able to compete at a high level. And so, and also too, Tom, the biggest part of it is we're all looking for competitors. You got to compete. So, I told them the other day, you can kind of talk out both sides of your mouth. Like, necessarily we don't really care what other people do, but at the same time, like, if you're going to win, you got to outwork people. And so it's not just the amount of time that you put in at the scheduled practice. It's the work that's going to carry you over. So, in order to compete at a high level, in order to be a competitor, you got to get yourself in position to compete, And so there's always going to be somebody out there that's bigger, faster, stronger, more explosive. How do you beat that guy? You beat that guy because you've prepared yourself for that battle before you ever get there.
Before you get on the field.
Yeah.
So we saw Coach Carter's article in the paper on Johnson City Press. He said, I just lost a kid to Oak Ridge. I got some kids coming in, got some kids going out. Same with us. We have more coming in and going out, but we've got some kids that have come in from other schools. Yeah,
we've lost some, obviously with the transfer rule, and it's new, and it's a good opportunity for a lot of kids. It's kind of trickled down, but we've lost some that have decided to go elsewhere, and then we've been able to gain some. So and that's kind of been part of it. Whether you like it or you don't like it, it's just part of it. And those great coaches out there that always talk about it's our job to to work through those problems.
Sure.
and you got to be able to adjust. The Nick Saban, he was highly successful because year in and year out he was able to evolve, adapt, and adjust. And so it's new, it's different. You got to learn new kids quick, what they can and can't do. You got to you can't prejudge them on where they came from or what they had. It's a new start. It's a new beginning, and for us, it's a joint relationship of working to get together to give them opportunity, and ultimately, all our guys want, or any team want, is, can you help us win? Can you help us get better? Are you going to be a great teammate? And so, yeah, I mean, we've had some guys leave, but we've had some guys show up, and we'll see where it takes us.
The Cyclone Way, ones that come in from other schools. So we've got a couple of quarterbacks that come in. Is that correct?
We got a Jonathan Lisi kid from Johnson County. He's come in, done really well, and he's going to be a rising senior. We've got a Peyton Lingerfeld that came from Sullivan East. He's going to be a rising senior. We got a Devin, a receiver from Sullivan East, who's come in. He's going to be a rising senior. And so, there's others and underclassmen. And then, obviously when you're a freshman, you kind of can go anywhere a little bit. You kind of start your career path there. So, but yeah, there's been some there. And then, and with the new rule in place, now, they've put some restrictions on it. So everything's got to happen between the school years in the summer. So, at any point you're liable to get more, or before school starts or before the season starts. But the quicker you can get them, and the quicker you can mold them and work with them, obviously the better off you're going to be, because the summer's so quick because of the two week dead period, and TWA is different than other sports, and then the football's going to be right on you before you know it. And so, and then anybody that knows our schedule and knows our season, we're right out of the gate in Science Hill. So in 78 days or 80 days, you got to get the guys prepared against, some pretty tough and legit elite competition.
Absolutely. So Governor Lee signed us in July 1st. So, all right, help me. So if I'm at school A and I want to go to school B now, do I have to wait till July 1st?
No, you got to do it in that window period of time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So I can theoretically transfer July the 24th to pick a date. I can transfer as long as I'm there before school starts. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's how it goes. And look, we say this every time we get into this conversation. It ain't just Elizabeth, and everybody's got to deal with this.
Yeah.
In every sport, not just football. I mean, I've already heard kids transferring basketball, softball. I mean, it's not just football. It's all the sports across the board.
So you
Everything.
get a one-time transfer where you don't get penalized,
Right.
and basically, you don't have to do a bona fide change of address. You don't have to relocate. Basically, if you can get there, you can go. So whether the kids move or they as long as they can provide their transportation and go to and from, basically they can go anywhere one time without any consequences or repercussions, or have to sit out and lose eligibility. Like before, if player A wanted to leave this school and go to another, you had to move in that district,
Yeah.
or you had to change guardianship, or you had to move. You had to really have a bona fide change of address. They say so. Now you get a one-time transfer without any ineligibility.
Right.
So the thing about it is Tom, is what you're looking at is it's not just 9 through 12, it's 6 through 12. So that starts too. A kid in middle school gets a one-time transfer in middle school, and then you can get a one-time transfer
So you
in high school.
They can
So,
do it twice in theory.
technically, from 6 through 12, you can actually move twice schools. So you think about that. I mean, it's not actually something you want to think about in middle school,
No,
but
I wouldn't think so.
you're having to deal with that as well. So,
So in theory, it's not going to happen. But in theory, if I wanted to play at Oak Ridge, as long as I got there, if I drove every day from Elizabeth and Oak Ridge, I know that sounds crazy, but as long as you can get there, you don't have to move there. As long as you can get there, whatever school you want to go to. Is that right?
Yep.
Is that what I'm reading? Okay.
Yep.
Now, the likelihood that's not going to happen. I'm using that as an extreme case. But point being, so that's the new rule. You don't have to move to that district. If you can get there every day for school, you can go to that school. So we got kids coming in. So I saw Legend. A couple of weeks ago. I didn't even recognize him. This guy, he is a hoss. He's been in the weight room, hasn't he?
yeah, he has. He's done another stud player for us. Has worked really hard. He's not through growing and figuring out his body, and he's another elite player for us. And obviously it's kind of got some great size and athletic ability, but he's really a hard worker. He's super disciplined. There's a lot of those guys that we've talked about, but he's a rising star. He can do a lot of things for us, but ultimately it comes down to how hard he's willing to work to change his body, to get faster, stronger. He decided to run track this spring to work on his speed and his explosiveness. And, in order to do those things, Tom, there's a, for him, there's no doubt, can he have an opportunity to play at the next level? It's just how it's a process to get there. In order to get that speed, the speed to play at the collegiate level, that's what they want, and there's nobody else can provide that example like Parker Hughes. If you can show out at those combines and they click that stopwatch or they see you move, those are game changers, and so if he can stay healthy and stay on course and stay on track, the opportunity could be there. But right now it's hard to really get an athletic scholarship. I mean, it's hard to see in state where you want to go, but if you're good enough, they'll find you.
Absolutely.
And where regardless of wherever you're at.
Case in point, we got a young man that's still in the Tennessee State kicking book,
Yeah.
record books, Logan Birchfield. We got one coming, or not coming. He's here. Will Bowers is an exceptional weapon for our football program.
Yeah, there's no question, and he's an even better human being. But he's worked really hard. You wouldn't recognize him if you walked through that door. He looks like a linebacker. If he stood with Legend and C.J. McDuffie, he might get mixed up as a running back. But he's actually been all over the country kicking. I tell my rising kids coming up that there's nobody that's kicked more than Will. There's nobody that's played more baseball than Rhett. But they have something to offer to football, and we work with them. You work with their schedules. You work with them. You make it work. And as a coach, you got to go above and beyond to make that happen. But Will's been all over the country kicking. He's leaving today to go kick Friday and Sunday somewhere. He was in the weight room yesterday and today working. So he's going to be kicking on Saturdays. He's got a bright future. I think even though he's kicked a lot, his best kicking's ahead of him because he's filling out. He's getting stronger. He's getting more explosive. And Will does a great job of taking his hydration and nutrition extremely serious. He's put on some size, which has helped put on some pop. And it doesn't take long if you're standing out there to be a bystander to realize after one or two kicks, this kid can play.
He's the real deal.
He can play.
Absolutely.
If you can't see it, you can hear it come off of his foot because it sounds like a machine. Will's over 200 pounds right now. It's unbelievable. You talk about from where you started to where you finished. He did not look like that 4 years ago.
No, I remember coming in. I saw him. Really, this kid's he's about that big around, but he's big and he can kick. Yeah. And I can still. I guess it was back in January. I'd be going by the stadium, and I look at it. In fact, I actually went over and streamed it. There he is out there in the snow, kicking field goals in the snow on an ocean. It was snowing. A little bit of snow on the field. But he's out there in January working. I'm thinking, okay, that's going to get him somewhere on Saturday.
Yeah.
Because he's putting in the time. So, speaking of the time, she's coming in. A brand new softball coach is going to join us. Coming up next, that would be Maggie Tolley, the new softball coach, Elizabeth, and she's going to join us here in a few minutes. Junior Cyclone sign up. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we actually got next sign up is tomorrow, and we're having a free football camp at the stadium, 6 to 7:30. So we had one the first week of May. We had 60 kicks come out. So we're holding our next sign up at the stadium all day Friday, and then we're having a free football camp from 6 to 7:30. All the middle school players and high school players will be there. Our youth football coaches, our coaches at the schools are going to be there. Drop them off, sign them up for cheer, flag. It's an exciting time to see those guys. Get ready for another season, and then free football camp to learn fundamentals and techniques, and we hope to have another great turnout. A month ago, like I said, we had 60, 70 kids. Hoping to get some kids out there and teach them up, coach them up, and get them under the lights. 6 to 7:30 tomorrow at the stadium, and you can sign up there, and we're going to have a great time. And so had a great turnout last month. Going to have one tomorrow, and then we're going to have another one in July to kick off youth football season. So we're going to offer 3 football camps free of charge. You do not have to play football in order to come to the camp. It's a camp, to get the kids excited for it. You can sign up for cheer, flag. They can go through the drills whether they're going to play or not. But it's not just for kids that are going to play. It can be for anybody. But you never know when you get out there. Kid might get excited to play, or you're going to see a buddy out there, see a friend.
Sure.
But we'll take them and work with them and help them. And tomorrow night at 6-7:30 at the Citizens Bank Stadium. Going to be a great night for another opportunity to work with the youth.
That's where it starts.
Our guys do a great job giving back. You see the videos, pictures. I mean, they have a blast, and so it's really cool to see. It kind of really puts in perspective too why you do what you do, why you work really hard, because there's a lot of those young kids, and some of them wear their jerseys. Who's the next number 20? Who's the next number 77? Who's the next number 78? And so when you play football for Elizabeth, and there's specific numbers that you wanted to follow, and whoever the next number 50 is wants to be a Cole Morgenstern. 25 wants to be a Will Bowers. Kicking, quarterback play, lineman play, linebackers, running backs. We're going to do it all.
What'd you wear in high school?
3.
What'd Jason wear?
1.
What'd Ryan wear?
3. I
2.
wore 3 because Ryan wore 3. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Absolutely.
2 3s and a 1. So
Yep.
there you go. So that's tomorrow night from 6
7:30.
to 7:30, free
Yep.
at the stadium.
Yep.
So that's for ladies to sign up, cheerleaders, and the camp's football. But
That camp's free, and then you sign up for youth football, and then if you
Yeah.
want to sign up for flag, you can play flag as well.
there you go. So it's all going to be tomorrow night at the stadium. Appreciate you coming.
Yes,
man.
sir. Absolutely. Thank you.
Are you fired up?
Oh, I can't wait.
I know. I can tell. He and Ryan, when they come, that leg underneath the table is buzzing because they're fired up and ready to go. Look at the timing. Perfect timing. One coach goes out, one coach comes in. We'll take a break. We'll get her on here. She is our new softball coach. This is Maggie's in the house. She joins us next on the Tom Taylor Sports. Talking to Mike Barnett, the owner of Big John's Closeouts, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Why buy here from the local guy versus the big box chain stores?
Well, I think, one of the things you have to consider when you're talking about buying local is you're supporting people that live in your community, that worship with you, that are involved in civic groups with you, that your neighbors, people that you've known for years, and also, the proceeds stay right here in Carter County. They go to not only pay the taxes here and stuff, which any business that exists here does, but it supports athletic programs, it supports nonprofits, it supports needs within the community, maybe where you've got a veteran that has a need or something that we can help offset the cost through discounts or donations, and stuff. Then we get hit with that quite a bit, as far as that nature. So we're able to help the community as well as encourage our young people, both from small all the way up to high school, with banners, sponsoring their sports teams and stuff of that nature. Plus, we have a vested interest in helping the customer that comes in. We want them to get the right item for the job and leave with what they need to finish that job. We want to listen to them, understand what they're doing, and they're not just to us just a number, if you would. They're someone we want to build a relationship with and a friendship with that trust us.
Pretty simple, folks. Be loyal, buy local, and buy from Big John's Closeouts in downtown Elizabethton, where they hammer high prices. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Hello, Brandon Britlow to Rob Stennett. Thank you guys for watching. We are live here at Poor Trash Deli, 543-6128. He is coming. Axel Stein shines. He'll be coming up next. We want to get the brand new softball coach. She's come back home. We love it. So, remember up in the press box, back in the day, she was there with Mama and Papa. And so, how long has that been? That's been probably
almost, well, it's been like 8 or 9 years since my freshman year.
Yeah.
And I guess like 5 or 6 since
5 or 6 years. Yeah. The running joke was, when I first started doing softball, I never got her name right. It's, hey, Molly. She go, it's Maggie. So Molly's little sister who's playing and doing well at Milligan. And so she's coming back home. So for those who don't know, she's not married. Her maiden name was Maggie Johnson, and is Maggie Johnson. Now she's Maggie Tolley, obviously. She's on the screen. So when did you start playing softball? What age?
Well, I started playing t-ball whenever I was about 3 years old. My dad was deployed. My mom signed me up to give me something to do. And then I played baseball until I got into the 3rd grade, and they told me I had to switch over to softball, and I was very mad. I was not happy about that. So whenever I was in about the 3rd grade, I started playing softball, and I've been doing it ever since.
Ever since?
Yep.
Well, have you played the same position all through the years?
No, I've played a little
around?
bit of everywhere. I've pitched whenever I was younger, like in middle school and early in high school. I pitched a little bit. I've played second. I've played shortstop. I played outfield. I've never played first base, and I've never caught. Those are the only 2 positions I've never actually played. So.
Everywhere else.
Yeah.
And done it well, obviously. So, played for Coach Harden at Elizabethton High School. What's some great memories of you playing? Big wins, big games that you always remember playing with the Cyclones?
Well, there's a lot of memories I have. The biggest thing is I just remember having a great time. I never had a season where I was just not having a good time. I think that was one of the big things about the program, was that the cohesion between the girls was always great, and I always had a great time. And Coach Harden did a great job of making sure that we all got along and doing a lot of team bonding stuff. We always played really well together, and I think that was because we all got along and had a good time while we were doing it.
Yep.
So.
People don't realize how big that is. So I've been around teams in the past that had a lot of talent, basketball, football, baseball at other schools down through the years, had a lot of talent, but they didn't like each other for whatever reason. And so it ultimately ended up biting them because they didn't get along off the field. So those who get along off the field typically it translates into success on the field or on the court or whatever, right? And you
Yeah.
you can concur with that. So, who was in high school? Who was the big rival? Who was the team?
Well, we had a couple. It was always Sullivan East whenever I was in high school because at that time they were still in our conference. I don't think they are anymore. But Science Hill, or not Science Hill, Sullivan East was always a big one. I mean, you have your Science Hill Elizabethan rivalry. We would play each other a couple times, like in tournaments and stuff. I really think that was about it. It was
Yeah.
Sullivan East was the big one.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I had a mind block. They are still in. So we have. It changes so much, right?
I know.
Crockett, Boone, East, Tennessee High, and
Okay.
Sullivan East.
So, yeah.
So they are.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Unicoi County dropped down.
Now Unicoi was also another big rival.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was always huge.
Oh yeah, they did drop down. So
Yeah.
we say drop down in enrollment classification. They dropped down to they're now a 2A program. So yep, that was awesome. So you graduate from Elizabethan, you go to Milligan. Tell us about that.
Well, I actually went to Walter State before I went to Milligan.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I graduated in 2020, that whole mess. And then I started in August of 2020 at Walter State, and I played 2 years there. My freshman year, didn't get a whole lot of playing time because there was juniors. And my sophomore year, I got to play a whole lot. And a lot of people think that JUCO softball is not that big of a deal, but I was playing against girls who were committed to like Duke, Tennessee, like crazy
really?
places. Yeah. So the competition was very good at the JUCO level. And then after I graduated from Walter State, I then went to Milligan and I played for 3 years. I got to play with my sister my last year, which was awesome. And yeah.
You got to play for legendary coach Wes Holly too, who passed away, of course. So a lot of folks never get that chance to play with a sister or a brother to brother. Some get to play for their dad or their mom as a coach, but in this case, you play with Molly. So what was that like to play with her?
It was definitely different, and I was a little bit nervous because we had actually never played on the same field. We got to play 1 year of T-ball together, and we played 1 year of travel softball together, but she was 13 playing 18U, and so it was kind of different. But the fact that we were on the same playing field and the same level, that was interesting. It was her freshman year, so she was really nervous. I kind of had to guide her through a lot, but it was a great time. She was behind the plate, of course. She started most of our games, and I was in center field, so it was kind of awesome because I got to watch her, and she could see me, and so there was a couple of fights. We had a couple of arguments, not on the field, but maybe after the games and stuff. But, that's part of being sisters. But we got along great, and I think it was nice for me to be there with her and kind of guide her along in that process.
So there's a couple of dust-ups, I guess, what you're saying.
Yeah, not necessarily in front of people, but whenever we got home, we'd have a little tussle. That's about it.
I love this lady. Little tussle. Had the law of the jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just part of being sisters, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Amen. Part of being sisters. I see it all the time with London and Sam. So you graduate from Milligan and you start the coaching. Tell us about that.
So last year was my first season coaching. It's definitely different than playing. I coached my first season at Johnson County Middle School just as the assistant coach, but I had a great time. We had a great group of girls. We won our conference, we won our district, and then we made it through the first round of regions, and we got put out. But it was a great time. I had an awesome time.
So the difference between coaching and playing. Now you're a part of the team. Now you're the coach of the team. How's that differ?
So I had somebody tell me a couple of years ago, I had told them my plan was to eventually become a softball coach, and they were like, well, you can be a really great player and just be a horrible coach. So coaching's not for everybody, which is kind of a weird piece of advice. But I do see that in some people that they could be a great player, but maybe coaching's not their forte. It's kind of like teaching. You have to know how to word things, how to explain things. So I was a little bit nervous going into it because somebody had said that to me, but the difference between coaching and playing is that whenever I was playing, I was like, I don't understand why my coach is so frustrated. I'm trying as hard as I can, but then you get on the coaching side of things and you're like, why do they not understand why I'm so frustrated? It's just different because you're watching it and you can't do anything to help. You know what I mean? You can't step in and play for them.
You can't hit it for them. You can't catch it for them.
Exactly.
I get that.
But it was a great time. I loved it so much. I was a little bit nervous, like I said, going into it, but we had such an awesome group of girls last year, and that was a really hard decision to leave those girls. But, yeah, I love it. So.
But a chance to come home is a chance to come home.
Yes,
obviously.
you can't pass it up.
So the year before Johnson County's team, how did they do the year before you took them over?
The year before, I think that they had won the conference, and then they got second place in the district.
So you took what was already in place and ran with it. Wasn't any draw ball.
So I was just the assistant coach. Our head coach helped out a lot too. She was awesome. But yeah, there was a lot of growth throughout that group for sure.
We're talking to Maggie, brand new softball coach, Elizabeth in high school. She's come home, so now you're the head coach at your home school, your alma mater. Here we go, and so probably some nervousness, I would think, to be honest. It's your first head coaching job, but you're going to have some pretty good help. I know Coach Harden's going to help you a little bit, so talk about it. Have you met with the girls yet?
I've not met the girls yet. I have my first parent meeting tonight.
Oh,
so
really?
We're going to talk with parents tonight. I know some girls are like in basketball camp and stuff this week, so we'll have our first player meeting in July.
So what do you think?
I'm excited. I think we've got a really good group of girls this year, and I think they were really young last year, but I think we've got a little bit of, they've got some experience playing high school ball. And some varsity experience out of a lot of them. And so I'm excited because I think this year we can kind of go a little bit further. Because last year, like I said, they were just really young. But they did awesome for what they had last year, for sure.
That close to the state tournament. Went down and got beat by a good Cobb County team.
Yeah.
We watched them. We streamed we love streaming the softball games. We streamed them eliminating a good volunteer team. We went down and watched Crockett beat us down at Crockett. And they had Delaney, who was a heck of a pitcher. She's already committed to Campbell University, but she's come back for another year. Her dad says she's already committed. So softball in this area is really, really, really good. It keeps getting better, doesn't it? So you're excited. So what's going to be I know it's your first job as a head coach. What's going to be your philosophy? What do you want to transcend that Maggie learned what she played that she can now push over to other girls?
I think I've got two really big things. The first thing is hard work pays off. Whenever you come in and you're doing the extra work and you're putting in the effort at games, it's going to show in practices. The stuff that you do to prepare for the season is what wins ball games whenever spring rolls around. So that's a big thing. And then the other thing is kind of like what we talked about earlier with like team cohesion. I want the girls to be very close. Now, obviously, you're not going to be best friends with everybody on the team, but I want you to enjoy the girls that you're around. I want you to enjoy being at softball and not be miserable the whole entire time. Softball is a team sport. It's not an individual sport, and so it's really important to trust the girls that are around you on the field and also trust the girls that are on the bench that you know that if something happens to you that they'll be able to go in and back you up.
Yeah.
So I think just having a good relationship with all the girls between each other is probably one of the most important things. Whenever I was in high school, not just on the field, but like we would go to football games together, we would go to basketball games together, we would sit together, we were all very close. So I think that that's something that's important. And like I said, you're not going to be best friends with everybody on the team, but definitely respecting everyone on the team and being willing to be a teammate is the biggest thing.
So whoever we're talking to Maggie again, the new softball coach, Elizabeth, and we're here at Port Travis Deli. So who are some of the girls that you got were buddy with then, you still are now because of the bonding on the team?
The two that I'm probably closest with are Marley Wagner. She does my hair and my nails, and she's one of my best friends. And then Kaylin Shell is another one of she's Kaylin Carter now, is another one of my closest friends we played softball with. I have a bunch of others, but those are probably the two that I'm closest with still.
I'm so impressed for her to come do this interview. She canceled a nail appointment.
I did.
Heard your dad said last night at Bible school, and your husband did too, said, she's canceling she gets a sandwich at Port Travis, and she's canceling her nail appointment, come be on the show. So I appreciate it. You did, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I just rescheduled it. It's
you
tomorrow,
rescheduled it. Yeah, she's still going to have it done.
Dad said, that's the bad part about having a female coach, and I had to smack him because you don't say that.
Your mom and dad have been so supportive of you, haven't they?
Yes, they have. They're definitely my rock. I couldn't have done any of this without them.
They are super people, and Molly supported you too. And you support her too. So
Yeah.
it's been where one is, and normally they all are, and it's good. I mean, I've seen you guys come to baseball games and softball games, and just you said as a family.
Yep.
I think that's really cool. So, first meeting is tonight. Now, what do girls do in the softball in the summer? They come in and work out. Do you tell them to stay away? Do they come in and hit? What do you do? What do softballers do in the summer?
So every program is different, but the way that I would like to run it is have as much as possible in the summer. I know a lot of girls play travel ball in the summer, and that's totally fine. That's awesome because that's working out their bodies and preparing them for whenever they come back. But I like to have a lot of, opportunities for them for the high school team as well, just so they can get to know me. I can get to know them. They can get to see each other. We will do Sunday and Wednesday night hitting together, and then we've got 2 weeks in July that we're going to practice, and then we have 2 scrimmages that we have planned. So I'm looking forward to those. Those will be exciting. Other than dead week, can't do anything during dead week. So I'm hoping that they'll come around as much as possible so that I can meet them, they can meet me, we can kind of get used to each other,
Oh, yeah. There's a learning curve.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, that's how it is in any coaching change, or a new, like Coach Whitten said, got some new kids coming in for football. There's a learning curve. You got to learn him, he's going to learn you. Same with you. Your girl's going to learn you, and you've got to learn them. So it's exciting times, and so it's going to be. I'm looking forward to calling their games next spring. We blink, it'll be here before you know it.
For sure, yeah.
You know that as well as I do. So, in closing here, it's a young lady who's coming home and replacing a legend. Coach Harden, 500 wins this year? He hit his 500th win. So, what's it feel like for Maggie to come in and replace not only a coach, but a legendary coach? Picked up 500 wins. He's still with us, obviously. It's not like he's passed away. He's here and still going. And he's probably going to be involved in some way, shape, or form. What's that do for you to walk in and replace him?
Well, I've definitely got some big shoes to fill, and I had a lot of anxiety surrounding that whenever I accepted the job. But my husband, kind of like we were talking about it one night, and he told me, he said, Maggie, you're not Coach Harden, and you're never going to be Coach Harden. You have to be yourself.
Yeah.
And so that's a piece of advice that I've really thought about over the past couple of days, and I plan on discussing that with my parents tonight. I'm not Coach Harden, and I never will be Coach Harden. I wish I could be like him, but I may not be exactly like him. But I want to kind of set myself apart. He is himself, and he has some great coaching philosophies. He has done some awesome things, but I cannot be him. So I'm going to have to take the program and make it mine,
Sure.
know?
Put your stamp on it.
I definitely want to do some things that he has done the same, but at the same time, I have to be myself. So it was kind of nerve-wracking to think about the big role that I have to fill. However, I have to remind myself that I'm still young, and a lot of people are going to have grace with me, but I still think that I've got a lot to work with that's still there at the high school, and I know Coach Harden's going to help me as much as possible, and I have a lot of people backing me up, and so
Coach Pierce is going to hang around a little bit and help you too, didn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah. So, number one, she's got to burn and she's hungry, and that'll take her a long way. So, I'm glad you're on board.
Me too.
What kind of? And she gets a free sandwich. She got
Yeah.
excited about that. What do you always get when you come here?
Ham and cheese on white, mayonnaise only.
There you go. I'm glad you're on board.
Me too.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yep, she's a good one. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Our new softball coach. You see on the screen, Coach Maggie Tolley. Used to be Maggie Johnson. Now she's hitched up. And so now she's Maggie Tolley. We're glad she's with us as the new softball coach at Elizabethton High School. All right. Axel Stein shines. He's next on the Tom Taylor Sports.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
Hey there, neighbors. Todd Houston here with the Elizabethton Church of Christ, wishing you a very happy new year and a wildly successful 2026. I'd like to invite you to come and get to know our family here at Elizabethton as we are seeking to be more like our Lord every day. We're no perfect people, but we're a people that love the Lord and love you. We'd love to get to know you. If you'd like to join us, our times are at 10 and 11 a.m. on Sunday, 6:30 p.m., and then again Wednesday evening at 7. You can find us on Facebook or at elizabethtoncoc.org.
Buddy Richard Oakes, the Tom Taylor Sports Show. So, Port Travis Deli, good time to come in here, 543-6128, and get it to go. Tell us about it.
Yeah, call us up. Let us know what you like, and you won't have to stand in line or nothing like that. It costs about 10-15 minutes ahead, and you walk right in, and we'll say, hey, did you have a call in? And you grab it and go. Take you in and out.
Hot subs, none of the hot subs over $5.15. You couldn't go buy the goodies to put a sandwich together for that kind of money. Then you got the cold subs. You got a 12-inch, a 6-inch, and then a chicken salad. Sell a bunch of chicken salads so you can get the subs hot and get them cold. And, of course, chicken salad, get it right out the door and away you go, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I think cold cut subs are served cold, so you can bump the line that way too.
Yep. 543-6128. Tell me about your salads.
Salad, we take a tray and put a fistful of lettuce in it with some shredded cheese, your choice of ham, turkey, roast beef. We put some tomatoes, spicy onions, croutons, 2 packs of dressing. We have ranch, Thousand Island, honey mustard, and Italian.
5 racks of potato chips here, 10 cooler windows full of all kinds of soft drinks, some Pepsi and Coca-Cola products, energy drinks, all you need. All you got to do is call in here. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 9, closed on Sunday. 543-6128. Pickled eggs. You got jalapenos, banana peppers, extra spicy onions. They can load it up with bacon. They can load it up any way you want it. Any of the sandwiches. Extra goodies, folks. Make it go. 543-6128. One of our great sponsors here on the show. We love coming here. Port Travis Deli, again, here in Elizabethton at 543-6128. Proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Axel Steins
shines.
There he is, folks. He's in the house. My buddy Axel Steins. What's the show number today?
2511.
What are we going for?
2600 first, and then 2700, 2800, 2900, and then 3000.
3000. You'll be, let's see, that'll be in a couple of years. You will be, what are you, a junior You get to be a junior this year?
Yeah, at the age of 16 right now.
You'll be going off to college when I hit 3,000 shows.
Oh.
I'll have to bring him back in town so he can be on the show. We hit 3,000.
Yep.
So, oh, boy. Countdown to Cyclone football is.
Oh, yeah. We are 78 days away, folks. 78 days, 6 hours, 40 minutes, and 3, 2, 1, and we are now down to 78 days, 6 hours, and 39 minutes now until Cyclone football at home against Science Hill. Them toppers come to town.
Toppers are coming. We got matching ball caps on today.
Finally,
I found my cap.
You haven't worn that in a while.
I know. I found it because you've been on me to wear it, so I got to wear it.
Yeah.
So we can be buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, you had practice. You had practice today, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. We just got done.
So basketball practice is done for today.
Yeah, we're off tomorrow, and so are you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do the rest of the day? Just kind of hang out?
Yeah, and tonight is night 4 of my VVS, by the way.
Awesome.
Yeah, at Valley Forge tonight.
Yep. And the River Riders open up tonight. Elizabeth and the River Riders start their season. Everybody gets in free tonight at the stadium.
The Appalachian League starts tonight.
Yep.
Over down the street from here at Northeast Community Credit Union Ballpark, where the Cyclones took over back in March.
That's it. Now it's the River Riders, and everybody gets in free. So,
Yep.
So I understand. Hey, Moody, come right here. Wave at them. Tell everybody who you are.
I'm Cheyenne Everett.
Cheyenne Everett, one of the fastest girls in Elizabeth. She's on the track team. She works here. She can flat. She can go. Show me your shot. Boom. I love how you get that. Flip that wrist, got that form.
Yep.
They go in too, don't they?
Yeah, like a Larry Bird in the middle of the game.
You got that right, Larry Bird.
What do you think about our new softball coach?
I like her. She's going to be good.
I'm pretty sure fans of Ken Harden right now are sure going to miss him.
We're going to miss him, but
yeah,
he's going to be around to help out a little bit.
Yeah.
But Maggie's our new coach, yep.
Yeah. What did you think about the postseason for softball? That was a fun time for Coach Harden to be right in his last season.
Yeah, we beat a good volunteer team down there.
And we beat Boone and Tennessee High, and then lost to Crockett.
Yep, and then lost to Cobb County. That was a game. If we'd have won that, it'd gone to the state, but we didn't. But we still had a good season.
Yeah,
so.
23-15 though.
Doggies. Yep, 23-15. Pretty good record.
Yeah.
Hello, little JoJo. Hello to Elliot Sutton. We're here live at Port Travis Deli.
The best steamed sandwich in the Tri-Cities, bar none.
Bar none, absolutely. Now, you've already had yours?
Yep.
What'd you get?
Roast beef.
What'd your Papa Bear get?
He also got roast beef as well.
Mama Bear snuck in, snuck out. I didn't realize she was even here. What did she get?
Ham and cheese.
There you go. So Mama Bear's been in, Papa Bear's here, and Axel Stein shines. So the summer road trip. All right, let's refresh everybody's memory because he does the Cyclone Walk in 78 days. Tell everybody what that is.
So, we get, as you know, we get new viewers all the time, of course.
Yep.
And if you're tuning in for the first time today, or, you know, if you are a regular viewer, welcome back, of course.
Thank you.
And for folks who don't know what the Cyclone Walk is, it's where the guys come out of the locker room, the cheerleaders are getting them fired up, they go into the field, and of course I'm high-fiving them, and me and Carrie are of course recording it for the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page.
You got it. And on YouTube. Yep, we go both ways. So, but they come down the sidewalk and we're videoing it. He high-fives the players and the cheerleaders as they go into the stadium. They have their tops on, the bottom, they don't have their shoulder pads on. They just have their helmets and their uniforms because they have to go back in and put their shoulder pads on. But
and then get ready for that game.
Get ready for the game, yeah.
Yeah, especially in 78 days, 6 hours, and 36 minutes, as we are now down to 78 days, 6 hours, and 35 minutes now until Cyclone football.
Clicking them off.
Hard to believe.
Hard to believe. Coach Whitman's here a while ago. He's ready. And he is fired up.
Yeah, for his 20th season as a Cyclone.
Yep. And as you heard, we've picked up a couple of transfers. Got a quarterback in from Johnson County and a quarterback in from Solomon East. So we got 2 new quarterbacks that transferred in to play for the Cyclones. And a wideout in from, say, Lingerfeld's in from East. Devin, the wide receiver, can't remember his last name's in from East. And then Cece, I think is how you say his last name. Quarterback from Johnson County's in. So we've got some quarterbacks now.
You know, when Lingerfeld goes to East, that's like he actually returns to his former place.
Because we go up there and play him up there.
Yeah, last year was here. This year it'll be there.
Yeah, we go to East this year. So the home games are
Science Hill, Tennessee High. Tennessee High is our 90th meeting, by the way, and Volunteer, Cherokee, Granger, and Greenville is our home games this year. Now, our road stops this year will be Westridge, Northview, East, like I just said, and Seymour.
There you go. 6 at home, 4 on the road.
Yeah. RV going to be doing the road games. Eddie Pless going to be doing 6 of all those home games.
That's it. Coach Pless on the home games and Mr. Van Huss or Coach Van Huss on the road games.
Yep.
And 6 times you'll get to see
Axel Stein shines on the Cyclone Walk.
Oh, boy. Ho, Nelly. There you go.
Oh, Nelly.
Love you, bub.
Love you, too.
Where will I see you Monday?
Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth. And
you got it. That's if you had to guess. So you're right. We'll be. I love this kid. If I had to guess, I'll be at Chick-fil-A on John and Elizabeth on Monday, and he is exactly right. All right, quick break for Carter County Bank. We'll be right back after this. Axel Stein's shines right here again at Poor Trav's Deli.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
Very simple. It happens every day. Tell us how we can do it.
Yeah, all you got to do is give us a call. We brought 2 yesterday, actually, but you just give us your name and your birthday and tell us where your prescriptions are at right now, and we'll call that pharmacy, get everything brought over. A lot of times people are nervous about moving because they're afraid something doesn't have refills or something can't be transferred. And when that's the case, we'll call those doctors, get you new prescriptions, and take care of everything, really. It's like the people, one of them we had transferred yesterday, said they'd been trying for about 3 days to get medicine refilled and just wasn't happening, and was frustrated and asked if we could do better, and called, got everything transferred took maybe 15 or 20 minutes, and we had to call the doctor on one, which waiting on doctors can sometimes be a little time consuming, but they got that called in, and by the afternoon we had everything ready for her.
There you go, folks.
So,
it's just that easy. If you're not happy where you're getting your prescriptions filled, come to the Lingerfield Drug Center. The phone number to call and talk to you about it is?
It's 423-542-2138.
There you go. One of our great sponsors right here of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Get your prescription changed to a mom-and-pop pharmacy that still cares about their people and still wants to give you 100% customer satisfaction. It's right here at Lingerfield Drug Center beside Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. A handsome rascal.
How you doing?
How you doing, buddy?
Good to see you.
Don't you have an anniversary coming up?
We just passed it.
That's what I
Just had
thought.
My first anniversary.
That's what I thought. There you go.
Yeah.
Tell everybody who was lucky enough to be married to you.
Who is lucky enough?
Lucky enough to be married to you. Her name is?
Her name is Kayla.
Miss Kayla.
Yeah.
Yeah. He outpunted his coverage. I don't know how he got her, but he got her. She's
a lot
a
of
sweetheart.
support from a lot of
Yeah.
a lot of divine sources.
Divine intervention. You got it. So
That's really true, though.
it is true.
Yeah, it is.
He put you all together. Absolutely.
Yep.
So it's hopping in here. He can't stay long, and I understand that. But I
Yeah.
want to get him on here and let him talk for just a second. So let's hit this magic button right here, and we're going to make us a new commercial right here. You get to watch it. Here we go. Talking to our buddy Richard Oakes, owner of Poor Trav's Deli. Summertime's here. This is a good time to come in and get us a sandwich or sandwiches or a salad or both from Poor Trav's Deli. Tell us about it.
Yeah, our food's ideal for being on the go. It's a quick stop if you want to sit down. You can eat it on the run. So it's perfect for the time, for the temperature and everything.
12 different sandwiches
Yep.
you can get, plus two types of salad. You get the chef salad, the house salad, and 12 different types of sandwiches, plus cold subs. So 543-6128 is the number to call. A lot of folks come here to go on the way to a ball game, on the way to the lake. It's easy in, easy out. You can eat here if you want to, but a lot of folks just get it to go, don't they?
Yep, they do. It's like I said, it's real quick. You just call it in ahead of time. Give us about 10-15 minutes ahead. We'll have it ready for you. Just drop in, pick it up, and you're moving right along.
A lot of sandwich shops out there. We said it's the best steamed sandwich in the Tri-Cities, bar none. What separates you feel like, from everybody else?
Well, it's hard to answer that question humbly.
Well, answer it anyway, because we're proud of you.
Well, we put a lot of love into it. I'm devoted to trying to find the right degree of everything. Make sure the bread stays good. Make sure the temperature's right when you get it. Hearing feedback from customers is important, so you're welcome to come talk to me anytime you need to if you have issues or if something seems like it's changed. We're rolling with all kinds of different price changes, trying to stay at a reasonable rate. You know, it's good for us. It's still good for the customer. Just try to stay committed to that, to fulfilling customer needs while taking care of ourselves as well, paying these kids to work.
Amen.
All seems to be working out good.
How many days you open and what are the hours?
We're open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 9. So you can catch us in the morning or right before you're ready to go home at night.
Closed on Sundays, the Lord's Day.
That's right.
Right here in the middle of Elizabethton. It is an institution. Everybody knows this landmark. Be loyal, buy local, and buy your sandwiches from Poor Trav's Deli in Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. So you sponsor the players of the game.
Yep.
That's a big deal. Axel always brings it up, and I do too. So I don't even know how many. I'd be scared to go back and look how many sandwiches you gave out this year. We started football, through basketball, through softball, through volleyball. We did some wrestling. I mean, we ran all the gambit, and every time we did a game, we usually gave 2, sometimes 3 players the game. That's a lot of food he's donated to the cause to these kids.
We enjoy doing it.
Yep. But you look at from football all the way through to basketball, baseball, giving away free food every single game. That ain't cheap. So remember, those who scratched your kid's back here in Elizabethton, be sure and scratch his back. Been a good day today, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a wonderful day.
Yeah.
Traffic's been good. Lots of friendly people. I like the commotion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Feels
like
like
the
commerce.
activity.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've never asked you this. So when you're on break, this is your place. You own the joint. What do you eat? Which kind of sandwich you always get?
Well, I like ham and cheese is really hard to beat. I probably eat more ham and cheese than anything, but roast beef's probably my favorite. And if the mood strikes me, a Reuben's the only thing that'll do.
Really?
Yep. Yeah. Sometimes it's just what the flavor palate wants. It's tangy, you know what I mean? So sometimes I'm not in the mood, but when I am, man, sometimes I'll make one and that'll just be the day, you know. I eat here probably every morning, you know, just to know what my product is and you know, to enjoy my own product, because I do.
Coach Presnell said he knew I was coming today. He said, "You will get a cup of onions." He's been trying to give me a cup of onions for 5 years. I said, "I can't do the
You
onions."
afraid of them?
Well, it is, it'll burn me up. But you sell a lot of cup of onions, don't you?
Yeah, our spicy onions are kind of a signature thing we have. It's something people really enjoy, and you can get them in a 2-ounce cup and put them in something at home if you want to. People put them in their stews or soups, all kinds of different stuff. Tacos they make at home. I've done that before.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. You can get creative with them.
And then the pickled eggs. Can't go wrong with the pickled eggs. Tell me
We
about
make
that.
those in-house. We use beets and vinegar and let them pickle for about a week.
Good stuff, folks.
Yeah. Sell lots of pickled eggs.
And the chef salad and the house salad, as he says, you get a fist of meat, your choice of ham, turkey, or roast beef. Croutons are out of this world good, aren't
Yep. Yeah, they got a great crunch, great taste. I love them. They're
Yep.
snackable.
Yep. And then you've got potato chips in there. You got 10 coolers full of any kind of drink you want. Pepsi, Coca-Cola products, energy drinks. Dr. Enough, you run the gamut. It's got it all in here.
That's right. We got something for everybody, I think. Come on down
One-stop
and see us.
shop. Oh, love it.
Appreciate y'all tuning in.
Best steam sandwich in the Tri-Cities, bar none. I've been to the other ones that said their steam sandwich. No, this is the place. And you have them in there all the time from Johnson City, from North Carolina. They come in all the
Oh,
time.
yeah, all the time.
Yeah. So
People make the trip for us. They
it's-
miss us.
And it's worth the trip.
I
can
think
tell
good
you that.
food's worth traveling for. There's a pizza joint in New York or New Jersey or something that I've seen, and I'm about ready to travel just to eat that guy's pizza.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Make
you know?
a road trip?
Yeah. A lot of people travel for food. If you like a good sandwich, come
Yeah.
on see us.
Richard Oakes, love you, brother.
Love you too, bud.
Congratulations.
Appreciate you guys.
1 year anniversary. And Miss Kayla. Richard and Kayla sitting in the tree, KISSING. 1 year anniversary. I love it. Yeah. Quick break. JT's in the house. Get ready. He'll be ready to rock and roll. Joseph Taylor next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Tell us why. A lot of real estate companies out there. Why David Collins and Collins and Company?
Well, we service before and after the sale. I think that's a big thing. And follow through on phone calls. I think, and I have a lot of people just comment on how professional our website is, how professional our agents are, and what we do, and how we follow through with things. For instance, I'm not telling the name of a real estate company or anything like that. That's had a buyer that bought one of our houses through another agency, and she just called me. She said, my agent didn't show up at closing, didn't bring me any keys, we didn't do a final walkthrough. That's pretty sad. And, you know, I just want to let folks know, you come here, you're going to get service, you know, follow through. We're going to work through with you, follow you through the process, help you through the process. You don't have a lender. We've got lenders we recommend, attorneys for closing we recommend, and you get full service here.
End of story. Full service. Phone number to call?
423-543-5741.
A 97% closing ratio, folks. Collins and Company, great sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, he's here. Look here, he's already got the mic. He said, just give me the mic. Just take it off from the stand.
Somebody get comfortable here. Pull up a chair, chat with my buddy for a bit.
That's it. Get something cool to sip on. August 13th. Have you cleared it with her? You get to do all the home games?
I haven't. We should be okay, though. She loves football. We should be okay.
Is she watching?
She said she's going to try to tune in.
Okay, let me pull these. I'm going to tell you the dates. The schedule planner is watching, and so we want her to know that when are the games, Tom? I'm glad you asked that, Mrs. Taylor, so we can get permission to let him call the games. Where is it down through here? Of course, when I want to find it, I can't find the silly thing.
I should be able to find it pretty quick.
No, it was. I'm a scanning. There it is. I found it. There it is. All right, so we need you August the 13th, the 20th, the 26th, and October the 1st. You want to take a picture of that? You got it?
You send it to me. Yeah,
okay.
I'm good.
Sullivan Central, Indian Trail, Sevier. We're talking about Tia Duggar football. Starts August 13th, which we're doing the countdown for the high school. It's 80 days or 78 days. So it's less than that for the Tia Duggar football team.
It's a weird schedule set up. Three home games, then 4 away, and then 1 home.
Yeah, 4 and 4. It's 4 on the road. Robinson, Tennessee Middle, Liberty Bell, and Crockett. We'll try to do some of those too. That's all hinging on, of course, press box accessibility, which becomes interesting in and of itself, but that's a whole other story. So, anyway, he's going to help me do ball games. Tia Duggar football, we're excited.
Yes,
so,
sir. It's hard to believe that we're, in June, and you got every sport at the high school. I've seen pictures of soccer, basketball, football, even some baseball and softball. Like everything's going on down there right now. This is an exciting time of year. It's a little tough because on TV there's not as much sports to watch, but everybody's working towards next year. Next season starts now,
Yep, Head Coach Whitten on. He was telling he's got a couple of transfers in. 2 quarterbacks have come in. So Mr. Lingerfeld from East and Mr. Cece, hope I'm saying it right, from Johnson County. Both these young men have been very good. So that's exciting to have them come on board. You got a wideout in from Sullivan East, come in, followed Lingerfeld. So we knew he was coming. We just had to wait, make sure till it happened, and he did. And I think he's at least football and basketball. Football and baseball, maybe basketball too. I'm not sure, but so anyway, you got those kids coming in. Everybody's in the weight room working out. The 8th graders now. 9th graders are freshmen. Got them working in the weight room every morning. So
and you have to be excited about that 8th grade class coming in because they did so well last year, undefeated season. Because they beat
everybody.
Yeah, they beat Greenville. So you got an undefeated team coming in.
And the 7th graders are undefeated
too.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to be excited about, and I know that a little bit of the community saying this may be a rebuilding year for our varsity Cyclones, but who knows? You don't count them out. You got a great coach down there. You've got players that are working hard. I'm not ready to throw a season away.
Oh gosh, no.
So
no. We're okay. So we open with a toughie, we end with a toughie, and in between got some pretty good competition. You have a great home schedule. You've got Science Hill, Tennessee High, Greenville, part of the home schedule. So those are 3 good ones. 6 home games we'll be working this year, 4 on the road. So pretty excited. And then again, as you just heard the Tia Duggar schedule, first 3 at home, then you go 4 on the road, and you come back with that final game with Greenville, the green team, at Citizens Bank Stadium. So, yep, working hard. Are the girls, let's see, they're out of school. What are they doing this summer?
They're out of school. So far, they haven't done a whole lot. They've been reading a lot of books. They're both pretty big readers. Emma is more of a player, like just playing than Catherine is. Catherine will binge watch some shows. Catherine's been baking, as you know.
Oh, so I'm glad you brought that up. So I get brownies, a tray of brownies. Well, actually, I got the coffee cake and the brownies.
Yeah.
I gained 14 pounds that week, but what a way to go. So I go home and eat the brownies, watching the movies. Then I shifted from that. Actually, I really kind of went, all right, I can tell myself, oh, well.
Do it, yeah.
I'd eat brownies, and I'd put a big plate, go downstairs, watch movies in the den. So I'd have brownies and the coffee cake in the same bowl with a fork and a big old glass of milk. And so his daughter made me brownies, and she was shocked when I went up and did that Readers and Winners that day. I said, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, I want to say thanks to this young lady. I patted her on the head. She was standing in front of me and said, she made me brownies for my birthday. The kids went, oh. And I think she turned 10 shades of red.
She gets so embarrassed. She loves doing things for people, but she does not like the recognition.
Yeah.
Which is, it's fun. It's fun to see your kids get embarrassed. Like, let's be honest.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Every chance I can do London or Sam, I jerked her chain. Absolutely. In this case, she earned it. She was very kind to do that for me for my birthday. Mr. Tom, she said. And then Mrs. Taylor cranked out the coffee cake. Oh, I'm telling you, if she can market that, I don't know if she can't mass produce it, I wouldn't think, but I'd put that stuff in Cracker Barrel. I'll put it somewhere because she can crank it out. Her coffee cake is legendary. So thanks again publicly to Mrs. Taylor and little Miss Taylor. So
Catherine
awesome.
was very happy to make that for you.
Yes, and I was very happy to consume it. So there you go. All right, got some sports stories. I want to get your take on some things. All right. Did you watch NBA Finals last night?
So I did not.
Okay.
I'm not.
I'm not a big NBA guy.
I'm not a big NBA guy at all.
Saw a little bit of it. The Spurs didn't do what they needed to do, so it's now 1-0. Knicks lead it 1 game to none, the best of 7. So let's go to Brendan Sorsby. So the guy now has come out. I get on his soapbox, but I mean, to me, this is Tom. The credibility of college athletics weighs in the balance of what this judge makes the decision down in Lubbock County, Texas. He's going to make the decision. They had the injunction last Friday. You know the story. He got caught gambling. Now it's come out over 40 times he bet on Indiana when he was Indiana's on the team with Indiana. So thousands of bets, anywhere from $500 to $500. His attorney says he's got kind of something wrong. He's mentally got something wrong. So give him some props because he gambled. I ain't buying it. He was in a rehab, 35-day rehab, get it fixed, cleaned up gambling thing. I'm not sure you can get fixed in 35 days, but what's your take on all this?
So I feel like as sports gets more and more invested in these gambling companies, there's one rule that's always been, always has been, always until now at least, and that's you don't bet on your own team.
Well, sure.
You don't. And like that's kind of like the cardinal sin, if you will, that you cannot do. I cannot see a scenario in which he should be allowed to play college sports again.
No.
If
100%.
I'm I've been on this show countless times. I'm pro player, I'm pro athlete over these things, but that's the one rule that has to be in place. There's no second chances when it comes to betting on your own team.
And they have guardrails.
Yes.
It says plainly, NCAA, if you are caught gambling on your team or any other team, in this case it was his own team, then you risk the chance, should be permanent loss of eligibility for NCAA sports. End of story.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing I say every day when I get on this. It's like you went out to, you get caught shoplifting. Okay, which is wrong. It's against the law. But they're saying his attorneys, well, he didn't steal TVs and lawnmowers. He stole socks and, yes, he shoplifted, but he didn't get caught stealing the big stuff. Well, okay, he bet at least 40 times on Indiana games while he was a member of the team. One is enough. Then I think, okay, we all did stupid stuff in school, in high school. You did, or you may did.
Oh, I did.
You may not. I did.
I did.
I did a lot of stupid stuff in high school. Didn't think things through because I was 16 years old, 17 years old, wasn't very bright. Still not very bright, but a little bit smarter than I was then. But I did stupid stuff. Okay. Once, maybe twice, okay. Thousands of times that you bet from $500 to $500. Plus, he came out this week. He also went to, in this case, you go to your wife, you go to your mom, you go to somebody and let them bet on your behalf. That way you can't get caught. So he calculated, he premeditated this gambling thing.
Oh yeah, he was. I mean, he was hooked, and that's the thing that I believe that we're headed towards in this country. Now that the DraftKings and all this betting is so available, right on your phone, we're gonna face more and more guys, especially because we have addictive personalities. You're gonna see lots of even high school through college age guys be addicted to sports betting.
Yeah.
That's what's coming, and this just is a classic case of it because you make one bet, well, and now you got the itch, right? So you bet and you bet and you bet, then you start bringing in your friends and your girlfriends and family to bet for you. That's when you have a true problem.
Absolutely. And so they've got to do something about it. They can't let this guy get off. Do you have a problem with him? I don't even know. I just hope he gets fixed, but no. It could be Joe Schmo, it could be Fred Flintstone. You pick it's not Brendan Sorsby, per se, the Texas Tech quarterback. But you got to get it fixed. I mean, you can't let this guy do what he did because what will happen, the next guy down the rope, you get in trouble, you get caught, well, but you let Brendan do it now. How come I can't do it? So if you don't set the precedent, what bothers me is it was heard in Lubbock County, Texas, where he's from. So now his attorneys have said, or not where he's from, but where he's playing. His attorneys have said, well, he's going to make $5 million if he plays for Texas Tech. You can't deny him a chance to make a living, have income. Well, that's apples and oranges to me.
Yeah.
That has no bearing on this at all.
No.
He got caught.
He did it to himself.
Yeah. Is he remorseful because he did it? Or is he remorseful because he got caught? That's always the question with me when people do things. Are you upset that you got caught, or are you upset that you did it? So in this case, and on top of all that, he was quarterbacking at Cincinnati. He signed $1 million contract up there with NIL and just up and left them. And they're suing him for the $1 million because apparently got a lot of that art direct deposited. I don't know if he got all of it up front, got a lot of it. So now they're saying, okay, you breached your contract with us to go to Texas Tech for more money. You owe us that money back. So he's dealing with a set of attorneys trying to get that resolved. He has, I don't know if it's the same attorneys, but he has attorneys now trying to get him eligible. And the president of Texas Tech jumped in and said, we need to let this guy play.
Yeah, I mean, of course he does. Yeah, I mean,
Hello.
you want to protect your team. I understand why he would try to jump in there, but the NCAA has got to set a precedent here. Like you said, this is the one thing you cannot do. We're not bending for this rule. We're standing firm. This is the thing you can't do.
40 times he bet on his own team.
Yep. Nope.
Once is get you, but 40 times, so he not only knew what he's doing. It's not like, gosh, I didn't understand the rules. Or 40 times, and thousands of bets on everything else from, Turkish soccer and all that. I mean, okay. But
he was betting. So he was at Cincinnati and he was going to the Reds games and he was betting on whether the next pitch would be a ball or a strike. Like that. That's when you know you
got a problem.
Yeah, you're hooked.
Now, I'm not a doctor, don't pretend to be, but I can't see a 35-day rehab fixing something where he's been doing for years.
Right.
Now, it sounds good in court. The attorney said he's been in his rehab and he has a mentor he has to answer to, and he's got somebody watching his money now. It's like, okay, all right, but let's go back to what he did. So he's still, I'm going to look here. I don't think he still has not come out. The judge is going to mull it over and decide. Let me see if it's happened to pop up there. While I'm doing that, tell us about Ivy Hall, would you please?
Yes, sir. Ivy Hall, we're accepting residents. Short term, if you need rehab, we'd love to have you come in and do physical therapy and occupational therapy. We've got speech therapy and a full-time respiratory therapist. We love people to come in and get their rehab, whatever their insurance allows or Medicare, get them stronger and get them home. That's the name of the game for us.
So here's one. Now, of everything else we got going on, all right, this fan last night runs out on the court after the game and tries to get a selfie with Wemby, the star of the San Antonio Spurs. He was arrested and given a lifetime ban from all NBA arenas. Okay, so seems a little extreme to me. Okay, but after the game, it's over. They got beat, so he's trying to get off the court. This guy's running out there going, you saw the video, trying to get the selfie.
Yeah.
Well, they arrest a guy. Now they ban him from all NBA arenas. So you look at that, and you got this guy over here betting on ball games.
Right.
He may get a chance to get a new life and come back and play. So it doesn't seem to me like, maybe it's just me. Seems like things are out of kilter.
It's all about what kind of lawyer you can get.
That's it. You nailed it. So, all right, Tennessee football. We're getting closer. They're in summer workouts. You hear any more rumblings on Knoxville?
The latest that I've heard is that Faison Brandon has a lead in the quarterback competition. He's overtaken George McIntyre as the potential QB1 as they call him. Which to me, if he wins the job, let's go with it. Let's see what the freshman can do.
We'll get you to pick. We're here live at Poor Trav's Deli. We'll get you to, let's see, we'll go over here and pull up Tennessee's football schedule. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. Wins and losses, sir. They open up with the Furman Paladins.
That's a win.
W. They go to Georgia Tech.
That'll be tough, but I got to win.
2-0. Kennesaw State.
3-0.
All right. Then you come back and you have Texas coming to town.
That's a loss.
Okay. Then you have Auburn coming to town.
That's a win.
Okay. Then you have a little trip to Arkansas.
That's a win.
5-1. Okay. Then you come back home for Alabama.
That's a loss.
Then you go to South Carolina.
That's a win.
All right. And we stay at home or come back home for Kentucky.
That's a win.
Okay. Then we stay at home we go on the road to College Station, Texas A&M.
That's a loss.
Okay. Got LSU coming to town.
That's a loss.
All right. And then you wrap things up in Nashville at Vanderbilt.
That's a win.
All right.
I got 8-4.
8-4. You okay with that? Can you live with that?
I could live with 8-4, especially if we're going to be starting a freshman. As long as he's showing signs of progress, and I try to look at everything through my orange colored glasses. So it could be 7-5 or 6-6, but 8-4, I would be thrilled with.
So what happens if Brandon doesn't get it done? We're putting all our eggs in this kid's basket. He's an incredible talent. Let's say he comes out there. There's a 50-50 shot, and I hope I'm wrong, but he's just not ready. It's a maturation process, and maybe 4 or 5 games to kind of get his feet underneath him. You open with Furman. That's a pretty good, they're not a cake cream puff, but it's a team that you should get some success against. So, but what if he gets out there and it's not happening?
You got to turn to George and see what George McIntyre can do. See if he can take reins on the job, and if he struggles too, then you'll bring in the transfer you brought in from Colorado. You brought him in to be able to play if needed, so you bring him in, and then your whole focus for the next season would be probably in the portal, because it's really difficult to run out a young freshman quarterback in the SEC. You see most of the successful teams have 3-4 year starters that are playing. So you probably have to just go all in on the portal, and you'd have to spend a pretty penny to bring somebody in. But you know what? You're Tennessee. You don't get to say we don't have the money. You got to find the money.
That's it. And the money's there.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. It's Tennessee. So I had a buddy of mine call me tonight. We were talking. He's from back up home. He said, how does Tennessee, with all the resources and the money and the SEC, everything got going for them at Neyland Stadium, how do you not have just a bevy of quarterbacks down there ready to go? He said, why are you down to a true freshman and transfer portal? Why didn't you go get somebody that's an established quarterback? I said, well, they're hanging on Aguilar, and he didn't pan out. He didn't get the ruling he wanted. But why would you not? Why are you putting all your eggs in one basket on a true freshman quarterback in the SEC? It's a pretty good point. Really.
And they decided that they didn't want to get into a bidding war for like the kid out of Arizona State. They ended up at LSU. They were in on him. They brought him in for a visit. They were in on Sorsby, but obviously that turned out for their benefit that they didn't get him. They just decided they didn't want to spend what it took, which, that's your prerogative, right? We understand, but you better show us what you're working with elsewhere if you're not going to put it into the quarterback position.
Yeah. So anyway, had somebody that's a non-Tennessee fan go, I don't understand how Tennessee doesn't have just have them lined up to come in. I mean, you look at all the great quarterbacks, starting obviously with Peyton and the guys. I mean, it's been a quarterback for all intents and purposes over the last 15, 20 years, if not longer.
You can tell your friend, as a Tennessee fan, we're also wondering what was the plan here?
What's going on?
Yeah.
So he's not the Lone Ranger.
No, he's not.
No. So. And I don't know what the answer is, but I would have to agree with him to a point that there's a lot of money floating down there. And how do you not? It's Tennessee. How do you not have somebody going, I want to come be a quarterback, and there's money there to pay him. But anyway, we basically have 2 quarterbacks in camp.
Two. Well, and then the transfer they brought in from Colorado. So, but I feel like he's kind of an emergency top player from what I understand.
He's
so,
a 9-1-1 quarterback.
Yeah. If he's coming in. We'll probably be looking at a 3-9.
We're in trouble.
Yes, absolutely.
So, and then, okay, so you've answered. There's no sense beating that horse. So, okay, you got him going 8-4 with Brandon. So, is he a running quarterback or a throwing quarterback?
Dual threat.
Dual.
Yeah.
All right. So he can tuck it and go, or he can. How big is he?
I think he. I don't know. He's got more weight on him than George, but that's apparently not saying much because that's the knock on George so far is that he is just he's little, he's lean.
He's like Ebb on Green Acres.
Yeah.
He's willowy. He's lanky.
Yeah.
A tall drink of water.
Yes. So it looks like one hit may just put him out for the season.
Yeah, and he's been down there for a couple of years.
Yeah, they've tried.
They're
doing everything. I mean, that guy must be eating 6-7 meals a day.
Pal's milkshake, whatever.
He's pounding everything.
It's just not putting any weight on it. So, and the SEC, they're going to take a pounding.
Oh, for sure.
So, but anyway, you open up with Furman. Then you go to Georgia Tech, which could be interesting in Atlanta, depending on what happens. So I think the Furman game kind of sets the tone for the season. Even if it's the first game, you want this kid to come out and get some good reps.
Oh, yeah.
And you want him to – I would – if I'm the offensive coordinator, and by all means I'm not, but if I had a quarterback that was untested, I'd be running some short pass routes Like make some catches early, like go down the field from here to the window and turn around. Those things like, okay, I made a catch. You want this kid to get some confidence early in the season.
And this is a game, typically when you play the lower level teams, you don't try to run up the score or anything. But this is a game where if you do get out to a big lead, you need to leave him in there. He needs every rep he can get. And it's going to look. If it goes Tennessee's way and they're up 50 or 60 points and he's still in there, people are going to be grumbling. But I'm sorry, this is a time where he needs every single live action rep he can get.
You can't learn to drive a car unless you're behind the wheel.
That's exactly right.
You can sit over the passenger side all day long, but when you get behind the wheel, you're gonna learn how to drive the car.
And Furman's being paid to be there, so they understand the assignment as they say.
Yeah, they get paid good money.
Yep.
Big money, big bucks. Then they go to, as we said, they go to Georgia Tech, and they come back to Kennesaw State. So 2 of the 3 are very winnable football games for Tennessee. And then you get into deep water pretty quick.
Yeah.
Texas coming to town. And then you got Auburn coming to town. And Auburn's on the uptick. They had a lot of transfer portal success in the offseason for Auburn. So
They got a former Tennessee assistant running the show, Alex Golish. He was Heupel's offensive coordinator. So
do you think he knows a thing or two?
I think they'll know each other pretty well. It'll be like looking in a mirror.
Yeah. See, that's the other thing, too. When these coaches go from point A to point B, they take everything they know with them.
Yeah, for sure.
So if I'm at Ivy Hall Nursing Home, I'm working up there for 4 or 5 years around Joseph Taylor, and I go to Tom Taylor Nursing Home. Okay, well, I know what he's done, how he's done. I know his procedures and his template and all that.
Right.
So I'm going to be able to duplicate.
For sure.
I know how you run your business because I was there. So I'm thinking these coaches know how they run their teams because they were there.
And that's I feel like whenever an assistant ends up being a head coach, I always wonder if they have like a list of, okay, I want to do what the previous coach did, but I don't want to do this. I want to do this, not this. You know what I mean?
Do's and don'ts.
Yeah, the do's and don'ts.
I would think they would be, yes. When I get to be a head coach, I'm not going to do this.
Right.
In fact, Maggie said that as much when she was here earlier. The new softball coach, Elizabeth, she said, I'm not Coach Arden. He did some awesome, great things. He had 500 wins. I'm going to do some of the stuff he did, but I'm my own coach too, so I'm going to put the Maggie thumbprint on the team. I totally get that, and I appreciate the fact that she sees that as her first head coaching job, and that's what you got to do.
For sure.
Anywhere you go.
Yeah.
Any job, you got to put your stamp on it. So
the people that are not successful in this life are the ones who don't take advice or don't listen to others that have been there. If you come into a job, any job, and you act like a know-it-all, that you're bound for disaster.
Doomed.
Yep.
I've seen that happen a lot of times when I was working
Same
the
here.
radio. Yep. They came in, they were Johnny salesmen, they were gone in 6 weeks, out, and knew everything, wouldn't listen to anybody.
Nope. If you don't seek counsel, you're asking for trouble.
Yeah. So one of the first things I did on this gig, I called the guy. I thought, if I want to learn to be the best, I'm going to call and talk to the best. And I called John Ward, and I asked him if I'd come down on. Well, I sent him a tape of my games, and I had him critique it. I said, rip it. I want to know what I'm doing wrong. This guy's 19 times sportscaster a year in America. I think he knew a thing or two. I said,
would say so.
Rip me if you need to rip me. And I've still got the letter he wrote, things I need to do better and things he liked. I sent him about 10 minutes of a ball game, and he was gracious enough to sit down and listen to it. And then he called me up, which I thought was, I can still tell you where I was on Interstate 26. I nearly drove off the road. The phone rings, my cell phone. I said, hello. He said, Tom, this is John Ward. This is how he said it.
The thing is, I was gonna say that's one of the rare people where you wouldn't even need to know who it was. As soon as you heard the first syllable out of his mouth, you'd have known it was him.
And that's how he said it. He said, he wasn't being smart. He said,
no,
this is John Ward.
Right.
I said, okay. My voice cracked. He said, I'd like to invite you down to the Orange White game. So I got to go down and stand behind him, watch him. It was the year Tony Robinson was a quarterback. I don't know what year it was. It's back in the 80s. So, but I got to go down and stand behind the best. And whatever he told me to do, I would have done it.
Yeah, for sure.
And so, excuse me. See, he had a little timer. This is really cool. Had a little hourglass about this big. He had on the countertop. He would flip it. So, of course, I asked him, he and Bill Anderson were working it. I said, sir, what is that? He said, that's how often I give the score, the time and the score. flip it because people want to know. They tune in and want to know the score. They want to know the time.
Yep.
Now more so than then because people come in and come out on live streaming it. So I can give the score 150 times and somebody will go, "What's the score?"
That drives me nuts when someone puts that on the Facebook comments. Like,
Yeah.
he's going to give you the score.
Yeah, we do it all the time.
I mean, goodness gracious,
You're
just
beside
chill
me.
for a second.
You're beside me.
It burns me up when I see that.
Because when I'll point to the phone, I watch his face tense. It's like, okay, because I just gave the score. Second quarter, 4:14 to play.
Yep.
Cyclones lead at 22-14. What's the score? How much time? And I'm thinking they're not watching. They're just tuning in to get the score and tuning back out. So, but anyway, it's okay.
I mean, in basketball, you're pretty much giving the score every time someone makes a basket. Like it just, oh man, that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I shouldn't say that on air because
That's
we
all right.
don't want to talk about our customers, but you know.
But the hourglass, he would put it on that counter. It looked like it went through pretty quick. It was a little tiny one, probably about 30 or 40 seconds, and he'd come back and give the score and the time, or time and the score. So anyway, point to all this is, if you want to be the best, you go learn who to be the best from.
Absolutely.
And you take criticism. Here's what you need to do. Here's what you don't need to do. And you're saying the same thing with these coaches that make their transition. So Golish is in Auburn now, right?
Yeah, he's at Auburn. He left Tennessee, went to South Florida, did well there, and translated that into getting an SEC job. That's what he wanted. Unfortunately for him, he probably went to the most toxic of all the SEC jobs. But I mean, he got an SEC job.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're in transition down on the Plains. No, they got a $300 million stadium improvement too. So the expectations there. We want a winner.
Oh yeah,
in Auburn. So,
and they will not be patient for it.
No, nobody's patient anymore.
Nope.
So if you had to stop right now on June the 4th, where I let you go, your top 5 teams in college football right now, in no particular order, would be who?
So let me think about that for a second. I wasn't expecting that. Texas has got to be number one. You got Arch for his third year starting. You got and you got Sarkisian out there with some bravado.
Yeah.
That's usually when you know you've got a squad. If your coach starts chirping a little bit, you got a squad. So that lets me know that we expect big things from them.
Yep.
I feel like Ohio State's going to have to be up in there somewhere. Indiana probably can't count them out, I'm sure. And then the other two would be Texas Tech would be there if you knew that Sorsby was going to be there. They'd be up there. SEC wise, who
Georgia.
Georgia is usually up there. So.
And then Big Ten, let's see, who would be, of course, Indiana.
Indiana and Ohio State are always, and Notre Dame, I would say, would be my 5.
Fifth one, Notre Dame, or Miami and Florida, maybe.
Yeah.
So, think Virginia Tech will improve this year?
I think they will improve. I really do. There's several Virginia Tech fans that go to church with me, and I was telling them I think they made the right hire with James Franklin. Penn State people were upset that he can't win the big game, so to speak. But Virginia Tech hasn't really even been in a big game in a while, so I'd be excited if I were them.
Are the Hokie fans chirping a little bit?
No, I think they're happy with him.
They're happy. Okay.
Yeah.
But Sarkisian's chirping.
Oh, he's chirping.
Made fun of Ole Miss.
He basket weaving. I mean, he took a side swipe at basket weavers. My goodness. That's a hard job, I would think.
And then Kiffin turns around and takes a swipe at Ole Miss.
I mean,
which tells me right there he has no loyalty to anybody but himself.
No.
If he gets a chance to go to Alabama, he'd leave LSU in a heartbeat, or
1
anybody
second.
else.
Yep.
So he hammers, he makes fun of the school he came from. He's tried to start this whole, I guess, a racial thing.
Racial stuff, of
people,
course.
People don't want to go to Ole Miss because it's predominantly Caucasian, not a lot of African Americans.
Confederate flags.
And all that. And so why would you do that? Why would you bring it up? They treated you like a king.
Yep.
They begged you not to go. You held that program in ransom for what, 3 or 4 weeks, wasn't it?
He's
Egg
got
Bowl?
Yeah, he's got mental issues. I feel like I really just feel like there's a screw loose up there. I mean I don't want to say anything, but I just feel like
no, you don't want to say anything, but he's got a screw loose.
He just like there's something not that you just want to keep on and on.
Yeah.
I don't.
Just
understand.
let it go, Hoss.
Yeah.
Just let it go. He was all over Saban.
Yep.
After he left Alabama, it's
Yep.
like he can't handle prosperity.
Nope.
So he goes to LSU.
Got to burn every bridge.
He brings Ed Orgeron back, which is okay. But then he starts smacking down the school that paid him pretty well. He was the toast of the town.
Yeah.
And so now he runs him down. He's run down, he's been all over Tennessee.
Yep.
So when he comes back, when he comes to Knoxville, I think it's in October, it'll be wild down there.
Oh, and he goes to Ole Miss. They travel and that's a night game.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
But
he loves that kind of thing.
He loves it.
He loves it.
And whatever he gets, short of being being hurt, any kind of verbal booing, whatever, he deserves every bit of it.
They threw the golf ball at him at Tennessee, and he kept that golf ball.
Kept the golf ball. Yeah,
he's something.
He's got a screw loose. That's a good way to end this segment.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Lane Kiffin, he's got a screw loose.
Screw loose.
It's Joseph Taylor there.
Yeah.
Taylor. So. Man, I love you. Thanks
love
for
you,
coming.
brother. Thank you for having me.
What are you having for? What kind of sandwich?
I went with the Mad Italian with a couple of pickle spears. I'm excited.
The best steam sandwich in the Tri-Cities, bar none.
Bar none.
Yeah. I got
Axel Stein shines.
Axel Stein shines. Love you, brother.
Love
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you for having me, Tom.
All right, I know you got to get back to work. I'll be on nursing home, but appreciate him. There we go. Let's put that back on. Let's kill that so it won't make a lot of noise. I'll put it back on the stand. Joseph Taylor in the house. We'll take a break. We'll wrap it up with Major League Baseball. We'll tell you who's playing, what happened last night with Shohei Ohtani. Big night last night for the Dodgers starter, both on the mound and at the plate on the Tom Taylor Sports. Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabeth with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brumman Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brumman Sports Shop, downtown Elizabeth, and Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummanSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton. Tell you what, kid walks out the door, tell me he loves me. It's one, gonna try to keep from crying, I swear. If everybody had the attitude Axel Steins has, then this world would be a much better world, I can tell you that. He is obviously what you see is what you get. He's just Axel Steins, and he's a great kid. People say he comes every day to your show. I absolutely want him every day to the show. And you know what? After he does his segment, he sits back there the whole time. He doesn't leave. He just sits in his dad's set. They just want to be around, and it's just too cool. Too cool. All right, so 543-6128, best team sandwich in the Tri-Cities, bar none. Trying to say what I'm going to have here in a minute. Trey usually jacks it up, does something really crazy. We used to do combinations and different things, so we'll see what he wants to do this time. We'll do that here in a minute. Major League Baseball, Shohei Ohtani, 6 scoreless innings. Then he hits 3 singles, on base 5 times. This guy's the deal. His ERA is now .74? Unbelievable. He said, the only thing I haven't won yet, I want to win the Cy Young Award. Well, guess what? He's in the running to win the Cy Young Award as the best pitcher in the National League. Guy's unbelievable. Dodgers had 16 hits to win for the 16th time in 19 games. They are the Dodgers, and they are on fire. Also, Aaron Judge, second consecutive game for the Yankees, sitting on the bench. Got apparently a rib cage problem, so Aaron Boone says we've got to figure out what's wrong with him and do some more testing. He has struggled as of late. He's not hitting like he's normally hitting. He's batting .206 since May the 11th, only 1 home run, 8 RBI. So Aaron Judge, the captain of the team, is injured right now, not doing well for the Yankees. They're going to try to figure out what's wrong with him. Mauricio Dubon, go-ahead 3-run shot last night. The Braves beat Toronto 7-3. Braves with the best record in baseball. Grant Holmes allowed 2 runs on 5 hits and 2 walks, with 4 strikeouts in 6 innings. Chris Sale on the mound tonight for the season finale, or the series finale. Toronto will be with Chad Dallas, so that's your starting pitching tonight in Atlanta between the Bravos and the Toronto Blue Jays. Royals beat the Reds last night 5-2 to win the 3-game series. Royals won their second road series, the first since May 1st at Seattle. The Royals have been struggling. They'd lost 7 out of the last 8, but they win last night in Cincinnati. Chase Burns, Knoxville UT guy, 2 runs, 4 hits, 9 strikeouts in 6 innings. Didn't get any help offensively. They got beat last night 5-2. Christopher Sanchez got a standing ovation, again making Major League Baseball history. Gave an ovation lasted more than a minute. Philly fans cheering him after a run was scored. He had gone how many consecutive innings? He put it up to 51 innings. Actually 50 innings of no-run baseball. His streak ranked as the 3rd best dating back to 1920. Oral Hershiser with 59, Don Drysdale with 58, and so now Sanchez with 50, and was just on this side of 51 when he gave up a run. He breezed through 6 scoreless innings last night. He passed Zach Greinke and Bob Gibson on the shutout streak list since 1920. Gibson's 47 consecutive shutout innings in the same season. And so that was 1968. So he passed him in that record-breaking performance that ended last night because they scored a run on him. But again, Sanchez got a standing ovation, as he should have, from the Philly fans last night in the city of brotherly love. All right, your standings, Tampa Bay leads the Yankees by 1 in the American League East. Cleveland by 2.5 over Chicago in the Central. In the West, Seattle leads the Athletics by, 2, and Texas by 2.5. In the National League, the Braves running away with the best record of baseball at 42-20. Philadelphia 9.5 back. In the Central, Milwaukee leads the Cardinals and Pittsburgh by 5.5, and the Dodgers with a 7-game lead now over the slumping Padres in the NL West. So your schedule for today, you've got 4 day games: San Diego at Philadelphia, Baltimore at Boston, the Yankees hosting Cleveland, and San Francisco at Milwaukee. That's your day games. Tonight under the lights, Toronto, as we said, in Atlanta, the battle of the Braves. Chris Sale on the mound at 8-3 for Atlanta. Kansas City will move on to open up a series in Minnesota. The Cubs will host the Athletics. Pittsburgh will be in Houston, and Arizona wraps up their series with the Dodgers tonight in Arizona. So that's what's going on there in Major League Baseball. And so that's going to wrap this edition up, show number 2511. Big thanks to our guests, Sean Whitten, head football coach at Elizabethton Cyclones, Maggie Tolley, the new softball coach from Elizabethton, Axel Stein Shines, appreciate him coming by, and, of course, to wrap things up, Joseph Taylor, and, of course, the owner, Richard Oakes, right here at Poor Trav's Deli. So we appreciate all those kids being on the show. We're taking tomorrow. I'll be back with you on Monday. It is the summertime. We take time off between here and there because we go pretty hard through the year, and so we get a chance to take a break here and there. We'll take a Friday off, make it a 3-day weekend. Back with you on Monday. But first, let's show you this one more time from right here at Poor Trav's Deli. The best steamed sandwich in the Tri-Cities, bar none. Folks, in Poor Trav's Deli, it's football time in Tennessee, as the late John Ward said. So Friday night, going to the ball game, come by and get your sandwiches. Tell us how you can help us.
Hey, just give us a call, 543-6128, and tell us what you like. White dark bread. We've got ham, turkey, roast beef, corned beef, pastrami. Make a good steak sandwich. You want some chicken salad, some pickles and eggs. You know, if you just want a snack, some people just like to snack at the ball game. Don't really want to eat a big meal. We can take care of that for you. We got chips and drinks if you want to pack your cooler or whatever. Got anything you need?
Yep, 543-6128 is what you call, or the number you call, and he'll have it ready for you. So if you're heading the game, how much time should we allow you to get them ready?
Usually about 10 to 15 minutes is a pretty good time.
Yep, 10 or 15 minutes.
About 10 to 15 minutes, we'll take care of you.
Yep, ready to go. 543-6128. Again, it will be an excellent opportunity to come by and get some great food.
Yep, love to serve you.
Love to serve you, absolutely. How do you find us on social media?
We got a Facebook page. You can look us up there, leave us some feedback, give us a like.
Yep. Friday night football, Saturday football, whenever you need sandwiches, here's the place to come. Poor Trav's Deli at 543-6128, one of our great sponsors here on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We always wrap it up. Hello to Leslie Taylor. Thank you for watching, dear. Becky Muncie, Johnny Markle. We always wrap it up with the verse today. This is great. There are 2 ways to live our lives, and there is our way and his way. His way is the best way because he loves us unconditionally. He has our best interest at heart. He knows the pitfalls that lie ahead of us and help us navigate around those and through them. He even knows us so well, he knows how many hairs are on our head, it says in Matthew 10:30. Matthew chapter 10, verse 30, talks about he knows so much about us, knows how many hairs are on our head. Proverbs 19:21 says, "Many are the plans in a man's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails." It is not for us to say what God will do. Our job is to believe He will do something, and He willingly died for us. So why would we not let Him direct our lives? Makes perfect sense. He knows us better than we know ourselves. Let go and let God. Why would we try and do something and not let Him do it? Who died for us, knows so much about us, knows how many hairs are on our head. Why would we not let Him direct our lives? Because He certainly knows better what's best for Tom Taylor, better than Tom Taylor does. And He does. It took me a while to figure that out. It's a good way to end it. Good verse. Thank you again for watching the show. That verse, by the way, is Proverbs 19:21. Many are the plans in a man's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. When you figure that one out, you're going to be way ahead of most people. Because most of my life I've said, this is what I'm going to do. And He'll say, let me show you what I think is best for you. Here's what we're going to do. And we did it, and it works. So you can do it your way, you can do it His way. His way is always better. Good way to end it. See you back here on Monday. Hope you have a great weekend. It's going to be hot here in the hills of East Tennessee, which I love. As I said at the outset of the show, lightning bugs are out, so you know it's summertime. And when you're on the move and you're going to the lake, going to a ball game, don't want to cook, you want a steam sandwich that's better than any steam sandwich in the Tri-Cities, here it is right here. Port Travis here in Elizabethton. 543-6128 is the number to call. 12 sandwiches to choose from, and the most expensive you'll pay is $9 for one of them. But again, that's the Reuben and cheese, pastrami and cheese, roast beef and cheese. Most of them are $6, $7. But again, it's a phone call away at 543-6128 here on Broad Street in Elizabethton. Here it is, Port Travis Deli. Call them, let them fix you a salad, fix you a sub. The poor boy sub, cold sub, 12 inches for $7.99. The little poor boy sub, 6-inch sub for $6.29. You couldn't go to Food City and buy the bread, the bologna, the salami, the ham, the cheese, the mayonnaise, the mustard, the lettuce, tomatoes, whatever you want to put on it, and make it yourself. A 12-inch sub for $8. Ain't no way. No way you can do it. Time you went and bought the bread and all the meat put on there, it's going to cost you more than $8. That's what it costs here for a 12-inch sub, $7.99. And we got a chance to see Cheyenne Everett, Moody they call her. She's a track star at Elizabeth, and she works here. So her and Trey and of course Richard are a phone call away at 543-6128. Thanks for watching the show. Out of time, we sincerely thank you for yours. We'll rejoin you Monday from Chick-fil-A here in Elizabeth, and have a great weekend. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching show number 2511 show from right here at Port Travis Deli in Elizabeth. And have a great week.